If you are using a sales page to sell anything and you want to improve and optimize your results, this video is for you. In fact, check this out.
So, Brian, I was able to launch a $497 course. And to my surprise, I was able to make sales, and not just a few sales, but enough where it was a significant amount, four figures, within a month's time. And so I'm just super excited to see where this is going to go and for the women that it's going to impact.
How cool was that, right? That was Candice, one of our newest mentorship clients. And in this video, you're gonna see the first sales page she made for a new LinkedIn course that she created. And you're gonna see my business partner and I comb through her sales page and give her tip after tip, advice to help her optimize and improve performance. This was a piece of a VIP training for some of our high-end clients, but we wanted to unlock it and share it with you. Let's dive in. Cool. All right, Candice, let's play. So let's just, hell yeah, take a quick look. Boom, boom, boom. Now, is this for that $500 course, or did you create, this is
Got two
specific to your
options.
link?
This is for the LinkedIn course that I created.
Oh, heck yeah.
There's two options there.
Yeah.
One with coaching and one without self-paced and one with coaching.
Nice. Very cool. You got just on a quick dash, you got a ton of the great elements, got some social proof on here. If you have a guarantee, I would highly recommend throwing a badge on there.
Okay.
Yep, quick, simple guarantee. If you're fine with money back guarantee, 30 days, then that's cool. Obviously, with the coaching, you wouldn't be offering a money back guarantee on any coaching. You can always do a satisfaction guarantee where you're basically promising that they'll be satisfied. And if they're not, then you'll work with them until they are. That's one way of getting around a money back guarantee and also giving you an opportunity to personally connect with someone, right? So if they have an issue or a question, then you tell them, reach out to me if you're not satisfied and let me help you. And it gives you an opportunity to actually get on a call with somebody and give them that added touch. And it could be something as simple as they just couldn't find all the right information and it's just pointing them in the right direction. So yeah, but definitely some kind of a guarantee. You want some kind of a guarantee there just to eliminate the risk. So right there in the bullet points, I have a question for you. Rise above the noise on LinkedIn. Are you a mom wanting to work from home as a freelancer? Are you a woman looking to make a career change into web development? Have you recently finished a boot camp course and looking to land your first job? So there's three sort of different directions here. And I know that you want to be a little bit broad with your directions. And I don't know that we need to get laser specific with this. I think my only question around this is specifically saying web development. Are you a woman looking to make a career change into web development? The issue with being too specific, like with that web development, is it can make somebody think, oh, this is just for web developers. I'm not a web developer, so this isn't for me. Because you weren't specific in the freelancing. So are you a mom wanting to work from home as a freelancer? So does that mean like what kind of freelancing? Like editing, writing, or is it just web development freelancing? And then when you say, are you a woman looking to make a career change into web development? Now it makes me think, oh, okay, she's specifically focusing on web developers. And I wanted to be a writer, so this is not for me, right? And then the third question, have you recently finished a boot camp course and looking to land your first job? I'm not 100% clear on what that is referring to. Like, what boot camp or course have I finished and what job am I looking for? So that third one just kind of doesn't say enough for me. Like, I'm kind of like, I'm not sure what that means. So one suggestion, perhaps, are you a woman looking to make a career change into the tech industry or into tech or into something more broad rather than web development?
I agree.
That was my own thought on that. And then that third one, I'm not sure what to recommend there. If you completely get rid of it, or maybe give us your thoughts around why you chose those three bullets and what you're trying to say, what you're trying to communicate.
So my audience is women in tech, slash women in business, but more so women in tech. So when you use the word boot camp, people in tech know exactly what that is. It's like a coding boot camp or a um like a design boot camp. So they're like boot camp is a common term used for people who didn't necessarily go to college or university, but they did a boot camp or a course.
They're
Um,
developing their skills so they can land a job. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So that's fine. And I like the women in tech focus. Like, let me ask you,
Mhm.
the majority of your customers and clients up to this point, and the majority of women that you engage with in LinkedIn, would you say the majority, like 80, 90% are in tech?
Um, at first, yes. And then I started getting people that are freelancers or they're wanting to start their own business. And I don't know how I attracted them, maybe because like that's who I am. but
Mhm.
but it started with women in tech, and then I noticed that people who want to freelance in marketing or start freelancing as a developer or a writer, like they started coming too. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess women in tech, women in business. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if
Yeah.
there's a broader term that I can use to include both of them so that there's not the and. That's been my challenge.
Yeah. Yeah. And I see that. And I wonder if, what you've got here is good enough because the women will kind of figure it out. Like if they are in tech, obviously they'll be pulled to this. And if they're not in tech, but they're looking to freelance and kind of start their own business, there's enough here to let them know that this is for them as well. So I'm not sure, Brian, I want to hear your thoughts on this. And I don't know if there's more on the page, Brian, that maybe clarifies that messaging a little bit more.
Yeah, let's stay up top here for a moment because this is
Yeah.
guys, this is always the most important part. And I got a couple questions too. Like this is awesome. First off, Candice, well done. You've got a real,
Mm.
Candice has been getting good on LinkedIn and now guys has created her own $50 course offer and then also a $250, right? That's really, really cool. And congratulations. How are you going to be doing the coaching?
I'm gonna do it one-on-one. I don't expect a lot of people to do. I might be wrong. I might be wrong. But yeah, I'm gonna do the one-to-one coaching for this round, and also this price is probably the lowest it will ever be. But I think it will give me a lot of leverage and some, I don't know, like something to work with after I launch. And so that was kind of the thought behind it. But yeah, just yeah.
All right, we're gonna come back to that. We're gonna have some fun
Okay.
with that belief and that idea. And we'll talk about the coaching program too. But yeah, very cool. Two one-on-one hour coaching sessions. Oh, so this is like a one and done. This isn't a monthly recurring.
No, it's
Okay, got
just
it.
for the
Got it.
14-day challenge. So they
Cool.
get one like each week.
Got
Mhm.
it. Okay. All right. Okay, my friend. So, women in tech, women in business. What are they like this LinkedIn free? Because you've got, looking to land your first job, looking to become a freelancer, and then web development, like Norb talked about. Like women in tech, women in business. Your ideal client is on LinkedIn for what reason?
To get their first job in tech, or to get their first freelancing client, which also I talk a lot about how that's how I got my first job in tech. So a lot of people, when they read my posts and read my story, they're like, oh, you started freelancing. That's kind of how you got your experience to get your first job. Maybe I should start there too. So
Mm,
it's kind of like I have, it's a part of my story. And so yeah.
okay.
Mhm.
I like this. I mean, I know this is your flair. Um,
Mm-hmm.
speaking to them.
All the girls, sis. What's up, sis?
That's cool. That's cool. So if it's to get their first job or first freelance gig, like I would literally rise above the noise on LinkedIn. I think this is good.
Mm-hmm.
This needs to be, hey, women, something about women in tech and business, how to leverage LinkedIn to get your next tech job or next tech gig, because that's this what this whole course is all about,
Sure.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So we can play with some of that. I would definitely like This is what stood out for me too, because this is not in web development. I imagine this 14-day course does not go into like full on coding or programming or develop. Yeah, so I would definitely not, I would stay away from this one. And that's, I think we could play with that. Right here, Candice, like this is a perfect example of what we want to stay away from because this is like a marketing brochure versus like, hey, join Candice so that you can use LinkedIn to get the result that you want. It's not about you. It needs to be about them and the benefits they're going to get. So we just need to clean this up. And this image, by the way, my friend, we got to get this way small, like way smaller. This is above the fold type stuff. You could probably compress this little image, which is cool and it's great positioning and authority. You could probably put this up to the right and have all of it up top and then see if you can hook them to start scrolling down with some type of testimony or question or even arrow. Arrows work like just you'd be surprised that the brain will just see the arrow and start, oh, okay, I'm going down now. Then if the copy's good, we're going to hook them. But this covers up the entire screen for me. Great image, but we got to compress that, okay?
Can I share with you? So I actually had a video right under Rise Above the Noise on LinkedIn. I had a video of me,
Cool.
But I took it down because it wasn't the right video. And so anyway, the plan is to have a video there.
Love it.
So is that okay to have a video and then kind of like in my videos say like scroll down for more?
Absolutely. Yeah, videos, that's something you definitely want to in the new software, you'll be able to A/B split test quite easily. And that's just a big variable. I love videos. I love videos. They can do most of the time can do more harm than good, but test it because if if you can do it, you can hook, you're great on camera. You want to keep that video kind of short, definitely under like 5-6 minutes, whatever that is, just to hook them. But heck yeah, if you're for everybody listening, if you're on a sales page, if you can do a video, test it. Just test it. I love, having that personal touch is what's going to help you guys stand out in the marketplace. And then of course, when they go through the process, you've been there every step of the way. So heck yeah, I'd love to see that video when you have it, Candice,
Okay.
when you have it redone. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The rest looks, this is the copy. I
Brian,
think.
sorry, Brian, just before you go any further,
Yeah.
just to stay on that headline and stuff, I would be curious about having like a headline, almost like an attention bar or something at the very top that literally just says for women in tech, women in business. Like just blatantly, clearly, boldly for women in tech, women in business. Right, I think maybe like right above everything, right at the very top. And it can even be a thin bar in a different color, perhaps. So there's not too much of this white text all along. And then I really would, especially if you have an opportunity to A/B split test, just a really simple, bold headline like what Brian said, like how to leverage LinkedIn to get your next job or freelance gig in tech,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like right to the point, right to the point. So it really clearly states the benefit and outcome of what this is all about. So I would play with that.
Perfect.
And that's it. I just want to kind of reiterate that point.
Yeah. I think that clarity will help you like tighten up some of this text. How do you ensure you're seen? How do you rise above the noise on LinkedIn? Again, how do you get the attention of the desired client and company? I think when you clean up the headline, we'll be able to come in here and kind of get more specific with the copy once you more clearly define the messaging up there. I love that this is a 14-day challenge. Heck, you might even have a 14-step system. I don't know if each day you have something separate, but that's a pretty cool, we're big advocates of our frameworks because it portrays that you really have a proprietary IP, something that you have a proven, especially I feel tech would appreciate the systematic approach
Mm.
of something like that. But I think
That's
once we
a
know,
Brian, sorry, that's a really good point, Brian. Like I had said for the headline, how to leverage LinkedIn. Yeah, forget that. How to leverage my 14-point LinkedIn system, how to leverage my 14-point step-by-step LinkedIn framework. So then it's your unique thing. It's not about LinkedIn because people could learn LinkedIn from any other coach. It's about your specific 14-step system on LinkedIn and that they can't get anywhere else, right?
yeah,
So that's what makes it exclusive and unique. So I put that in the headline.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And if you want to really, something I'd put, and this is your call, but they don't just want a job. They don't just want a new gig. They want to get closer to their dream income, closer to their dream, whatever they're getting paid what they're worth. They're
Yeah, I like that better too. So it's not just career focused, but it is like the business person or the career person, like the strategy is the same, really.
Yeah.
I have a framework that I teach in the 14-day challenge called the Epic Content Framework. So it's how you actually show up.
heck yeah.
So I wonder if like you said, like putting that in the beginning.
Yes, 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 yes. And then that's also a distinction you can make in the copy down later on. I'm not sure if you mentioned that, but what you just said was really, really important, right? So there's the key. It's
Mhm.
not the content you post. It's not about posting more content or even posting content daily. It's how you post the content. It's how you
Mhm.
create the content. It's how you show up on LinkedIn. That's the key.
Mhm.
And that's what I'm going to teach you in this course.
Okay.
That's a paradigm shift, one of those false beliefs you break. Like they think it's this way. It's like, but wait, that's not even the problem. You think it is, but we got you over here. I'll teach you. Yeah, so I think that that dream income or getting closer to that, getting paid what you deserve, what you're worth, that language might be up in the headline somewhere. I
Mhm.
love that you've got some great testimonials already. Very, very cool.
The layout and the way that you've laid the story with the sales page is really good, right? You started off with the big bold headline in that purple section. Then you came into the problem. Here's the problem, layoffs, AI, here's all these challenges. And then you went into the unique thing. It's about personal branding, that section there, that white section. So this is the epic framework. This is where you talk about that unique thing. It's not just about content, it's about how you show up. It's about my epic framework. It's about personal branding. So that's the solution that you've introduced. And then you're supporting it. Yep, perfect. And then you're supporting it with the social proof right down below that. So you've laid it out really nicely. It's very logical story that somebody follows.
Yeah, problem, pain, right?
Hmm.
The questions that they're all asking themselves because they're looking for the next chapter, the next whatever that is. Amount of layoffs. I mean, guys, this is like this is the a great hook. I mean, you might even consider, depending on how you end up laying this out, hey, have you recognized it's harder and harder or getting tighter? You could throw in there the economy, the recession. It's hard. Layoffs are everywhere. That's a
Mhm.
problem. Here's what we're going to do about it. Right. And here's another thing. This program shows you exactly what the strategy you need to build and showcase your personal brand. Awesome. And LinkedIn post for maximum success. It's little things like this. We could keep this, but I think we would want to more identify like how to land your next gig, how to literally get positioned in your
Mhm.
dream tech job starting, in the next 30 days or whatever you feel comfortable saying, but to more clearly identify, which will be laid out somewhere on the page. So this could be here, but this is the type of stuff we want to drill into. If you have zero experience, if you're intentional about sharing your story in strategic way, you stand out. Again, this is more, yeah, great standing now. That sounds cool. Dot dot dot. So that you can people, they don't just want to stand out. They want the ultimate end result. They want the security of finding a gig that's going to pay them, or having a business in the world of tech as a woman that they can take care of their family and love and be fulfilled and all the things, right? Standing out is more of that feature, right? The real benefit they're going to get should they land their next gig or next business or launch their business or whatever that would be. Cool. Yep. 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 Very nice.
Yeah,
Very
you don't have
nice.
to. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good framework here. And there you
Yeah.
go. Then you introduce it for the price. And what I would do here is I would definitely try to have like a regular price and then cross it out and like special pre-launch price or special early bird price, whatever language you want to use there, special founders price, whatever language you want to use to price condition them to the fact that it's going to be like it's worth, $200. It's going to be, I'm going to be charging $97. But right now, because you're early bird, it's only $47, right? So they really feel that creates that fear of missing out. something that says for a limited time only, or something that says the price will be rising soon. I'll be increasing the price next round. However you want to say that, whatever's going to communicate properly to your audience, but give them that fear of missing out.
Mm-hmm.
They need to buy now.
Awesome.
Yeah, very cool. All right, so this story, empathy and credibility, Jim talks about that all the time, empathy, authority. Cool. I think when you come and draft this up, see if you can be like, hey, I struggled with LinkedIn. It was hard to stand out. Then I used my Epic framework and I not only got my dream job, then I actually started my business. You know, you could kind of like how your experience with what you're about to teach really made an impact on you. That's the reason for this. You
It's
have
a
some
little
good.
further up. Maybe should I put it together? I'll show you. Go back to it's quite simple. Go down, right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is basically this is your story.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if you need that bio down there, actually.
I was thinking the like the educator part, because I kind of focus on like, I am an educator. This, I'm excited about this. I created this, just
Yeah.
like the credibility about like why is she doing a course.
Yeah.
So that second part was more so talking about my background in education and my love for teaching.
Mhm.
Maybe I need to put it all together. I don't know.
If you're going to keep this, I would just see if you can. I would put like a tiny snippet here on how this material you're about to share with them helped you on LinkedIn. So it's relevant. Again, you can probably move this up. If you didn't want the bio, you could probably literally move this up here. I'm a big fan of From the Desk of Candice Zachariah. If you wanted to do something like that and bring it up here.
Mhm.
Again, in the software, we can split test some of these things and you can know versus and we always say this, guys, Norb and I, and we've been doing this for 15, 16 years. We're going to give you the best thing advice that we can, what we would do, but whose opinion is the only one that matters in marketing ever?
The customer or client.
Bingo.
Mhm.
Yep. And we try and craft the best to all of our ability to get those conversions up. Yeah, I would definitely bold that up. That's cool.
Mhm.
Very cool. Yeah, I definitely throw a guarantee on there as well, and we can comb through this one more time once you play around with some of the copy, and I think we'll get we'll be able to more clarify even this message throughout the page. I've never seen this before. I'm curious to see how this goes. Like payment plans are available.
If they click on the buy, they'll have a payment plan option.
Oh, okay.
It goes right to Stripe checkout,
Mm-hmm.
which gives them some flexibility. Is that the Afterpay and Affirm for the payment options?
It is. Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
So
damn.
you set it up in Stripe.
Where is the payment plan though?
That
So
would be Affirm?
yeah, you could click on. So there's
Oh,
Afterpay Firm and
okay.
Klarna.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then right, zero interest there. Okay, so this is literally maybe we can say this differently on this page because I didn't even think that would be that's how you were doing it.
Yeah, you might even
Like,
want to specify payment plans are available through Affirm, Klarna, and actually have their logos or mention the names of those companies. Because automatically I thought that it would just be like a payment plan through, through the order page,
Yeah, through
the way that
Stripe.
other course creators offer payment plans. I didn't realize that you were talking specifically about Affirm and Klarna.
Mhm.
So I might get lost on that checkout page. You're like, oh, where's the payment plan? Just like Brian was doing. Where's the payment plan, right? And so if
Mhm.
you specify that right there, I think that would be a little bit clearer because not
Yeah.
everyone's going to know right off the bat. Always assume your viewer, your website visitor does not know. Always
Mhm.
assume that you need to really lay it out for them.
Okay.
Yeah,
This is really cool.
that's excellent. Yeah.
And I mean, this is a payment plan. I would even put on here, maybe even in the little text underneath this button, hey, 0% interest payment plans are available on the next page
Available.
when you click the button
Okay.
and maybe even within this bucket. Great job. Cool. You
Thank
got
you.
enough to go back to the drawing board and we'll bring it back in the next day or two and we'll keep it moving.
Sounds good. Thank you for the feedback.
Oh, don't think a lot of people will buy. What are you doing?
Did I say that?
You did. That was out of your mouth.
On the coaching, yeah, you said, well, I'm not sure how many people will buy the coaching.
Oh, yeah.
Keep in mind,
I'm not sure.
He's catching.
just keep in mind, yeah, guys, I mean, first off, that's a very reasonable price, right? And just when we go to create, that stuff does matter. When we go to create reels or content or hop on one-on-ones, if there's a deep-seated belief like, oh shit, I don't know if there's value, I don't know if they're going to buy, has nothing to do with a $50 price point or a $250. You come to a sales conversation with the idea that no one's going to buy or it's going to be a tough sale, you're walking right into that, right? You ask the server for that experience, you can't even be upset when it doesn't match up, right? So careful with that. And that goes for everybody who's selling anything, which is all of you. This idea, start playing around, and not just Candice, everybody. Like, your offers are good. You guys have value. If you really believe in what you're doing, start really trying that on, that belief in yourself and whatever you're presenting, and the fact that if you can, once you talk to the prospect, if it can help and serve them, that's on you now. It's if they're qualified and they have resources, access to it, it is on you to get in there and move the prospect so that you can help them change their life. So just a friendly reminder that to keep playing with that, hey, I've got value. I am pretty awesome. I do know some stuff. And hey, this price, like, I'm giving you 10x in value on this price, and you would be grateful to even be able to get into this program. It just comes across, not from like an ego place, but from a real authentic respect for what you guys are building and what you have to offer.
Because I am raising that price. I will be.
I would make that clear on there. Hey, this is an introductory price. Like Norb said, that's a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. I'd like to say something.
Hey, Rick, what's up, man?
Candice, that looks great. From what I saw from what you did, that is great job. And also, not to make anybody's heads big or anything, but Norbert and Brian's, what they were saying was amazing. I mean, they've got so much insight into, as I saw them saying some things to you, it was amazing. They're wizards. That's all I can say. So
I agree. Thank you, Rick, and thank y'all. I'm looking forward to making those changes so I can have the best results.
If you want some help to get the best results in your specific business, check out all the links and the resources in the description below. If you got value from this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, share with your friends, and make sure to smash that subscribe button. We hope you apply this information to optimize and improve the performance of your sales letters, and we'll see you on the next training.